Drive touchdown. That looked really good. Let's go to the second quarter here. Let's get Aaron Rodgers and this Packers offense out. Held scoreless in the first quarter. Not anymore, DC. Here comes Marquez Valdes-Scantling with the 52-yard touchdown catch.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, they were pressured. I mean, guys were going up in people's faces on both sides of the ball, playing tight coverage on third downs, and the two quarterbacks made fantastic throws.
A 50-yard touchdown there to tie it up at 7. Here comes your 52-yard gain. Tom Brady on a 3rd and 9 and third downs were so huge in this game, just letting Chris Godwin go make a play.
Yeah, sure, why not? I mean, you're going to punt anyway on the next down, so you got one-on-one with a free safety and one of your better players. Give him a chance. I love it. You know, go up there and make a play.
Let's go to the very next play. Check out this run from Leonard Fournette. One of the best you'll see this postseason. Fournette, watch the spin move here. Boom, and powering into the end zone for the touchdown to put the Bucs up 14-7 after the extra point. That was huge, David.
That looked like the LSU version. I mean, with the spin move that he started to pull out, I mean, that's going to be difficult. You got to worry about the shoulder pads and the elbows coming at you, and then you got a spin move that he's going to hit you with, too. That's pretty good.
6th rushing touchdown in 6 career postseason games for Fournette. All right, let's talk about Davante Adams. 15 red zone touchdowns this season. 9 of them came inside the 5. This just outside the 5, but Rodgers can't connect there. A little back shoulder just misses.
Yeah, just missed a great release. I mean, he just absolutely destroyed the corner off the line, but just couldn't hit it.
And here's the play where we were talking about the first half version of it, right? With 5 minutes to go on 3rd down. Ooh, they had it.
Exactly. Exact same play they run at the end of the game. They had it right there and couldn't keep his feet in.
Okay, so the Packers would have to settle for a field goal. They get the ball back final minute, trying to put some more points on, but instead, Sean Murphy-Bunting, who's had a terrific postseason, stepping in front of this Aaron Rodgers pass intended for Allen Lazard. Nice hands by the TB. Comes up with it, gives the Bucs an opportunity for some more points. And on 3rd and 3, Brady looking deep for Cam Brate, cannot connect. Now, they would send the punt team out initially, nearly picked off by Redmond there. So here comes Brady back out.
Series,
I know, on 4th and 3, and they're going to get it to Leonard Fournette. That's a tough catch by a running back there in between a couple of defenders. So that gives them an extra set of an extra set of downs. And instead of going for the field goal, the long one here, Bruce Arians says no risk it, no biscuit, right?
Yeah, sure. They must have known they were going to play single coverage. Let's go for it on 4th and 3 and see if we can't get Scotty Miller a touchdown. Are you kidding me? Greg Williams, you calling plays for the Packers? What's happening?
Oh, that was huge.
Oh, my goodness. Huge.
Just one-on-one, and Scotty Miller cashes in. Bucs get the touchdown before the half to go up 11, 21-10. Let's go to the 3rd quarter. Same score, 3rd and 5 here for Aaron Rodgers, finding Aaron Jones. First drive of the second half, and it's a fumble. It's a fumble. Jordan Whitehead forces the fumble. He actually did the same exact thing on a very similar tackle on Aaron Jones, but the Packers recovered in the first half. They don't here. Devin White recovers it. Whitehead had forced just 1 fumble in 3 years coming into this game. He had 2 in this game. One of them recovered by his team, and it was huge. Aaron Jones hurt on the play. And then Tom Brady takes advantage, David, to Cam Brate.
Yeah, of course. I mean, and you have the halftime speech, and you're LaFleur, and you're saying we got to get back in this thing. You go out, fumble, touchdown, and look at you. Now you're at 18 points, but you still got Aaron Rodgers, so you got a chance.
Yeah, and that seemed to almost invigorate the Packers' offense following that touchdown. Later in the 3rd here, you saw the play of Marquez Valdes-Scantling. 4 plays later on a 1st and goal. Robert Tonyan, 8-yard score, 12th receiving touchdown this season. And Rodgers has a multiple touchdown pass game for the 9th straight playoff contest. Packers within 11 again. Oh, no. Tom Brady off the mark, intended for Mike Evans, and Adrian Amos has the pick, and here comes Aaron Rodgers once again here, David. And on that next possession after the turnover, let's get the big guy involved. A.J. Dillon, 13-yard gain with Aaron Jones out of the game. You see him there on the sideline. 5 plays later on this drive. This was a long drive. Jamal Williams from Aaron Rodgers. That at 1st down on 3rd and 2 goes for 11 as the drive continues. Tom just sitting there and watching, and here you go. 3rd and goal. David, finally, Davante Adams inside the 5, and they make it count.
Yeah. And I was surprised they went all-out pressure there because they had it kind of covered up the first couple plays, and then they decided to come after him. And just when you give Davante a 2-way go, this was huge, too, dropping the 2 points, obviously, at the end. But you give Davante Adams a 2-way go, he's going to beat you.
Yeah, I mean, that's a tough cover for any DB. Yep. And Adams, one of the best at getting off the line, shows you why there. And so here are the Packers within 5 after the drop, 2-point conversion. But Tom Brady's going to give it right back. Looking for Mike Evans just out of his reach. And Jair Alexander comes down with it.
And he kind of double pumped, and then the defender kind of played underneath Mike Evans. So that ball, even before he threw it, and he kind of jumped, you're like, that's going to be high. Just knowing from a quarterback position, it was just high enough to get an interception.
Okay, so they'd force a punt after a sack. And it's deja vu. It's Jair Alexander. It's a pick once again. So at this point, this is crazy. At this point in the game, in the second half, Tom Brady had 4 completions and 3 interceptions. That kind of served as a punt, so it didn't hurt him too bad. And here, I mean, the Tampa pass rush, Shaq Barrett and Jason Pierre-Paul, I mean, they were essentially MVPs in this game.
Yeah, no, they really were. And it was like you were going to have to deal with that the entire game. So I really questioned some of these calls. Like, why would you even put them in positions to do that? I understand you're looking for pass interference calls. You want something to happen. But then they come back and they start running some screens. They're doing what the Packers should have done with the football.
Oh, and how about Rob Gronkowski making an impact on his first catch of the game, a 29-yard gain. Bucs would add the all-important field goal there to go up by 8, 31-23 on that drive. Oh, but check out Aaron Rodgers connecting here again with Marquez Valdes-Scantling. He was the big play man on the day.
Yeah, that's a throw he tried to make earlier in the first half and wasn't able to do it, but that one was right on the money.
29-yard gain, 3 plays later, 2:28 to go. Rodgers to Adams, stiff arm in inside the 10 now after the 11-yard gain on 3rd and 1. First 2 downs following that first fall, incomplete for Rodgers, and then on 3rd, again, no shot there to Devontae Adams, essentially double covered. So 4th down, what do you do?
Ah, man, you know, me and you both would have said, let's go. We were going to go for it, but they kicked it. Oh, couldn't believe it.
They end up kicking the field goal, and Brady and the Bucs now trying to run out the clock. And on this pass on a 3rd and 4, see that the back judge had a clear view of Kevin King tugging at the shirt. And while it may not have made a huge difference in Johnson's ability to catch the ball, PI comes out and the drive is extended. And this would essentially end it on 3rd and 5. Godwin, end around, first down, ball game. Tampa becoming the first team in NFL history to play a Super Bowl in their home stadium as the Packers eliminated on their home turf. Aaron Rodgers now lost 4 consecutive NFC Championship games, 31-26 the final. The Bucs, as a wild card team, DC, are going in to the Super Bowl, now sitting back and watching the Bills and the Chiefs here in just a little bit. All right, so let's show you here. Tom Brady now has 10 Super Bowl appearances, doubling up John Elway, who has the next most, as 5. He has 3, David, Super Bowl appearances since turning 40.
I mean, that doesn't even make sense. It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't. I just don't. I mean, he's an incredible player, and it's really cool, honestly, that they're going to be able to play in their home stadium for the Super Bowl. I mean, that's never happened. So that's a neat thing. But, I mean, it just shows, you know, Brady's brilliance. I mean, obviously he doesn't have the best second half, but I think his brilliance was picking this team. Honestly, when you look at it and you're able to go anywhere and you leave New England, you look for a complete defense, which they had, all of the weapons they have on the outside. I mean, the different multitude of personnel groups that they can throw at you, the playmakers. It's just a brilliant move by him. I mean, that's just he's playing chess. Everyone's playing checkers. I thought it was Belichick, but it's clearly Brady.
Oh, man. Just a 10th Super Bowl appearance. Today playing in his 14th conference championship game. So he's 10-4. He's almost got a full season of conference championship games under his belt in a 2-decade-plus career. Some tremendous, I mean, the first half was fantastic. I mean, look, they gave themselves some cushion, David. I mean, like, they gave themselves the opportunity to make a couple of mistakes late and to still have the opportunity to make up for it. I mean, and that play to Scotty Miller, I mean, that will go down as one of the biggest in the game.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there were huge plays all over the place, but that play right there was just I mean, obviously Scotty Miller wasn't the #1 guy. He wasn't the main guy. He's not the best player on the field at that time, but he was able to identify the one-on-one, and he took a shot at it and he made it count. He did that all day. I mean, whether it was the rookie or young guy, Johnson making plays, Mike Evans, Scotty Miller, Godwin, it didn't matter. Gronk when he needed him. He was finding the proper guy to go to in the matchups they wanted to have, and he was in control of the game, even making a couple turnovers late and throwing the ball up. He was still, it really wasn't bad reads. I mean, it was a ball that was high to Mike Evans. He threw one up again to Mike. You know, it was in a one-on-one situation. It wasn't the greatest throw, but he knew where he wanted to go. He knew what he was seeing. So it was just it was difficult for me because I'm watching it from, watching the Packers standpoint. They had such a great season, and you're like, man, there's so many opportunities they had on both sides of the ball to win this football game, and they're going to be kicking themselves. But hey, that's what it is.
I'm sitting here, I'm watching the celebration on the monitor above, and I'm just watching guys that aren't dressed out for this game, like come up and put their arms around Tom Brady, try to get a selfie.
Thanks, buddy. Yep.
The Tom Brady effect down in Tampa Bay has certainly made a difference. I mean, I keep going back and looking at this game. It ended up being so even. The total yards, I mean, 30 yards separated both these teams in total yards. They were almost identical in third down conversions. 8 of 14 for Green Bay, 9 of 14 in Tampa. Time of possession didn't really matter in this game when it all came down to it. The Packers got a little bit extra in the second half. So after getting the trophy, his first NFC championship trophy, Tom Brady there accepting that honor. Here it is.
It's been a long process for, the whole team, and today was just a great team effort. We played sporadically a little bit, but the defense came up huge, and we're going to need it again in a couple weeks, and I know it's a big game coming up. We'll get to enjoy this for a little bit, and then get ready to go against whoever we play. It's going to be a great game.
Tom, 3 consecutive wins on the road. And when we spoke this week, you talk about how difficult this game is. The game to get to the Super Bowl, in particular on the road. How were you guys tested today at Lambeau?
Well, it's a great football team. They've been playing well all season, and, to come beat them at home, there were 9,000 fans. It felt like a little more than 9,000, but just great to get another road win. And now we got a home game. Who would ever thought, a home Super Bowl for us, but we did it.
Tom, just real quickly.
Let's bring some other people out. Come on.
Okay, let's get Bruce Arians up here, Tom.
Come on, baby.
Come on, Rinaldi. Yeah, let Tom Brady go celebrate. Julian Edelman, hey, look, what else can you say? Little goat emoji.
Yep.
I mean,
that's it.
It's the most overused description of Tom Brady, but probably the most accurate. There you go.